Hold on. Let's see this one. Let's see if this where's my drink? I need some water. Cause this oh man. Oh man. Don't mind me, I'm just getting stats up. Just getting some stats up. I really don't even need to see the stats. I'm just kind of looking at it as a reference point because I pretty much already know what I gotta say. We got a lot of soul searching to do. Yeah, man. Definitely got a lot of soul searching to do, man. Take our hearts. Make sure you hit that like button. Highlights is being uploaded right now. We're rendering right now as we speak. Highlights should be about. It should be up in about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes though. So I'll be uploading the highlights as I am talking. But yeah, let me just go ahead and guess get right into it, man. So what's up, YouTube? What a great Patriot here. DGP back in with another episode of Patriot Keys, and yes, we back here, man. I won't cut this short because again, I don't have to run out and go, travel. Because last time people say, "Oh, last week you lost, you want to get out there." Nah, we're gonna have a nice regular stream, for about 15, 20 minutes or so. That's typically how long my streams typically go, about 15, 20 minutes or so. As long as questions keep coming in. But yeah, man. So the Patriots lose 26-10. Looking at the scoreboard, you might think that, oh man, Patriots played somewhat a decent game. But if you watched the whole game, you knew that was something outside of that. I mean, if you look at the stat line, see Tom Brady 14 for 26, 133 yards and a touchdown and a pick. You would have thought that he didn't play he probably only played like the first quarter or something, first quarter, second quarter. But he played the whole game just like that. Sonny Michel, 14 carries, 50 yards. James White, 4 carries, 37 yards. Don't even look at James White's carries because he got, I think, all of them on the last drive just now, where pretty much the Lions defense was like 20 yards back, and he was just getting like 8, 9 yards of carry. So I'm not even worried about James White's yards. It just looks good as stat padding. This is all on Bill. He killed his team. I'm not going to blame this all on Bill. I'm not going to blame this all on Bill, man. Look at some more stats. Gronkowski, 4 receptions, 51 yards. I mean, just looking at that, you would think that's a bad game when 50 yards is pretty much not a great game. But if you watch the game, they literally double teamed him pretty much on every single play. And the plays he didn't get double teamed, he was able to get a catch. I mean, like, there's actually a clip, and I even quoted it and retweeted it, that they literally guarded Gronkowski. And I've only seen this done to one other person in NFL history. Me personally. And that's Calvin Johnson, the form line. I've never seen, again, this is just me. Actually, I've seen it, but they did it with Julio one time. The Pants did it with Julio one time. So Julio, Megatron, those are the only 2 people I've seen this. I've never seen a team just flat out double team a guy like a punt coverage. Like, it's not rare, but it's just something that's just like, wow. Again, that's the first time a tight end. I know for a fact that's the first time a tight end has ever faced that kind of coverage. So that just goes to testament on how good Gronkowski is, just how good at how great he is, how much of a game changer he can be, man. But this defense, man, only forced one punt the whole entire game. Swiss cheese defense. They did get an interception. They kind of getting some life back, but other than that, they got nothing. They had nothing for us. So we are 1-2. What does that say? We are now 2 games behind. I think, are we in last place? I want to say by the standings, we're technically be in last place. I know we're tied with the Bills at 1-2. The Jets are 1-2 as well. So all teams are pretty much tied at 1-2. We got 11 people here, 3 likes. Let's get these likes up. All of us is tied at 1-2, and the Dolphins shockingly are 3-0. I didn't realize they was 3-0. I thought they lost 1 game, but they're 3-0. Bad news is, so we're 1-2. Not really used to being under 500. Good news, however, positive news is that we can correct that. Go 2-2 next week as we are back at home. So we had a 2-game road stint at Jacksonville, at Detroit tonight, and then we get Dolphins at home. They're 3-0. We beat them. They'll be 3-1. We'll be 2-2, but we'll have the division win over them. And so again, this is in New England. So this next game is going to be pretty huge for us because if we lose this game next week, I'm not going to say that the playoffs is out the question, But the division, if the Dolphins go 4-0 and they beat us, especially if they beat us in New England, where we typically win, we go 1-3. Us winning the division, I'm not going to say it's unlikely. I'm not going to say it's improbable. But then you start having the doubts, like, okay, you know, we pretty much got to win like 10 straight to get this dub. But again, it's all cool. It's cool. The only difference is, which is what I always say when we have these rough starts in a month, is typically we might go 2-1 and then 2-2. So if we win next week and we go 2-2, people are going to just still look at it as the same. But just know, Patriot fans, don't mind KDG Pack Attack. He's the homie. That's why he's a mindful reason. That's my brother. If you got anything to say negative about him, he needs to get that block button, man. Coach Talk 2, I got to get him a mod up in there. I got to do it when I get on the computer, but got to put him in there. That's the homie down. Don't worry about him trolling. But, yeah, Patriot fans, if you don't have a strong, sense of humor, if you kind of get triggered easily, don't watch any sports tomorrow. Especially don't watch First Take. Because I'm saying right now what's going to happen is all that's going to happen is that Max Kellerman is going to tell him that the cliff is here. That's all people want to talk about is Tom Brady's he's finally falling off the cliff, man. Again, this is only week 3, man. I'm not even worried. I mean, Bill can only do so much. See, look at that. I'm not even tripping, man. I'm not even worried about this game. It's not time to hit the panic button yet. Remember that we still haven't had Julian Edelman come back. We still haven't had Josh Gordon in the game, so we don't know. And again, Josh Gordon, I'm not going to look at him as a savior, because what's going to happen is he still has to learn the playbook, and he's not going to be able to learn the playbook in the short amount of time. He's just not. And he's going to have limited snaps, limited packages. And when he's in the game, teams are pretty much going to know, okay, he's the deep threat. Watch out for him. So I'm not even tripping on Josh Gordon. It's really the Edelman thing. Because what needs to happen, in week 1 they did this against a Texans defense that on paper is pretty good. Week 1 they did this. They need to be, I don't know what it is, but the formula right now that the teams have is if you double team Gronk, you literally can just shut down the whole offense. And that's just how good Gronkowski is. Now, hopefully, when Edelman comes back, you can't do that because like I said, in the beginning of the season, when people were talking about we need wide receivers, I kept saying we're good at wide receiver because you have Chris Hogan who's able to get open. You have Philip Brissett who could be a deep threat. Just get the ball to him in space, quick passes. He can make something happen. Cordell Patterson, same way. James White out the backfield. Sonny Michel when he's healthy. You got all these different weapons that you can use, and I just feel like the play calling especially just hasn't been good. And again, this typically happens again in the beginning of the season, so I'm not worried. Josh McDaniels, Tom Brady, they got a couple trick plays. They showed a little bit of it in Jacksonville. Did they do a flea flicker? I think they did a flea flicker. Dolphins game. Who's that? I don't know what that is. But I think they did a flea flicker. I know they did a bootleg, and seeing a bootleg with Tom Brady is like seeing a unicorn. You don't see it. So so I know later on this season they got some tricks stored up, so I'm not even tripping on that, man. It's just more so this defense, oh my goodness, linebacker. And the thing is, people kept saying we need a guy like Eric Reed, which Eric Reed could help at safety, and I mean he could help at linebacker. We need athleticism. That's just something we haven't had since Jamie Collins, since we traded away Jamie Collins. We don't have that linebacker that can go sideline to sideline and get some speed, but that's the problem. Like because our defense is so intelligently focused. Like you got to be smart. It's more so up. I said Eric Reed like a week or two ago. That's what I said. What we doing here? It's more so up here. That's what the team's always worried about. You can see it. They're more so worried about up here than their athleticism. And sometimes up here beats athleticism. But sometimes, as you can see in certain situations, like tonight, that athleticism is needed, as you see Amir Abdullah and Johnson. They was just getting shifty on us, and again, we could be right there, and I see it too. I see Calvin run over there. I see Bentley run over there, try to go sideline to sideline, but they just can't get there. And that sometimes is the issue, man. Sometimes up here, you might need a little bit of speed, So it all depends, man. But this defense only gave up one punt. They only punted about one time. Every other time, congrats to the Lions. I mean, if you just look at, the score and you just look at the stats, you could just tell off the top, like, the time of possession is just ridiculous. Like, I think we had the ball for probably like 25 minutes or so, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the time of possession was ridiculous. Like, they definitely won that. I remember one point going into like the third quarter, we only had the ball for like 12 minutes. Like 12 minutes going into the third quarter after halftime. Like, only 12 minutes. Like, that means the Lions were holding the ball the whole time. We couldn't get them off the field, and just, It's simple as that, man. Brady, what the fuck, man? Literally, what the fuck? Like, and I'm seeing some of these comments, and I'm gonna get to some of these questions. I'm trying to incorporate them in, but it's just like, what the fuck was that throw, Brady? That interception, that INT, what was that? Um, Dorsett, what? The whole team, I tweeted this. The whole team gets an F, but special teams. Special teams, the only bright spot I would say today. But everybody else gets an F. Like, literally everybody gets an F. Gronk, I would actually, besides Gronk, because he was double teamed, he did. And when he was open, he was able to catch. He caught the ball all the time. He did decent blocking. So I'm not going to give Gronk an F. I'll probably give him a C+, B-. But the rest of the team, Trent Brown, he looked pretty good. But then in the worst times, he made a couple bad plays. Holding, couldn't block well. Now you know we feel. Hey, man, it's tough situation, man. Tough situation. But you know, the Patriot fans, I know y'all want to blame everybody but Tom Brady, but I'm telling you right now, man, I'm not that Patriot fan. When he does something great, we give him all the credit. As soon as he does something wrong, we give him no blame. It's everybody else's fault but him. And that's the problem with fans of teams now. They want to give their star player all the credit when they win, but when they lose, they don't even give them a portion of the credit. Like, Tom Brady played awful today. There's literally no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, I'm not going to be one of these fans that blame the play calling 100%, that blames the wide receivers, that blames everybody but the quarterback. I'm not one of those fans that do that, because a lot of fans do that, and I'm not going to be one of those fans that do that. So if I had to break down the blame, I'll probably say 30% Brady, 30% Brady, 30% Belichick, 20% McDaniels, and the rest of them, again, the rest of the team, defense and other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much my little rant, I guess. You know, I'm pretty much moved on from this game. I was emotionally, once we didn't convert that fourth down, I was pretty much done. I was like, all right, cool, we lost. It's a wrap. It's over. Because they got the ball inside our own territory. And if they took the time, which is what they did, we weren't going to be able to score, get a 2-point conversion, score, get an onside kick, score a touchdown, and get another 2-point conversion. I've been emotionally over this game for the past 5-10 minutes. Nothing to worry about that. See, the Dolphins are here too. That must be K-Spade's burner account. It's crazy. But yeah, let me see. All right, but let me go ahead and upload some of these highlights. But yeah, man, don't even trip. Like, I'm not even tripping. Yeah, I bet you do like this Dolphins fan, kid. It's also funny too that a lot of teams, when they're not used to success, they don't know how to act. It's simple. Oh, but it's Rogers' fault when receivers are fast. I said the same thing. I just said Brady gets most of the credit. What are you doing here? I said Brady gets most of the credit. I'm not most of the blame, and he gets most of the credit. I literally gave him 30% of the credit. Like 30% him, 30% Bill, 20% McDaniels, 20% else, the rest of everybody else. Literally just said that. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Dolphins. So it's what it is. It is. No. Hey, man. I like this trash talk. though, man. I'm a huge Pats fan, but this loss is... Exactly. That's what I said. I said 30% on Brady. 30% on Bill. 20% on McDaniels. The rest of the 20% goes to the rest of the team. Brady gets most of the blame. Him and Belichick. They get the credit, they get the blame. I'm blaming Belichick because he's the captain of the team and he's also on defense. I'm giving Brady most of the blame because what the fuck was he doing? Patriots are overrated? I guess. You know. We'll see. Time will tell. Brady only getting like 30% kind of low. How was that kind of low? How was that? Like, literally, how was that kind of low, kid? Like, I'm not even triggered, but I'm just like, how was that low? If I only divided up by 4 people, by 4 things, everybody else, the offense coordinator, head coach, Brady. 4 things. If Brady gets 30, Belichick gets 30, 60%. He gets 20, he gets 20. What are we doing here? All I gotta say is, this Dolphins gang, I hope you know, oh man, y'all don't see the bait. Dolphins gang, I hope you are subscribed to the channel, and I hope that you're here next week, because I really want you here next week, man. because L man will make things better. Of course. But I hope you subscribe, man, because especially because we play y'all next week. And if you win, you can come back and talk even more trash. You know, I just want you to make sure that you come back next week. Can we trade for someone this week? I don't know. Wait. Yeah, we played the Dolphins this week in New England. Dolphins all day. Hey man, if you subscribe to the channel, I have the first half highlights for you. You know, right before the third quarter starts. Get the full game highlights pretty much right after the game. Yeah. Look at me. Yo, this man famous comes in here. Yo, this man famous comes in here. Let Josh go and play. I think Josh Gordon's gonna play next week. Y'all need to get Dez. Why do we need to get Jamal Charles? Please explain Jamal Charles. Dez Bryant, okay, I see. I can see why people would think we need Dez Bryant because of wide receiver. But Jamal Charles, oh, please explain that to me. Please. Josh Gordon won't save y'all. I didn't say he would save us. I said the same thing. I said the reason why I was so happy about the whole Josh Gordon trade was because we couldn't lose. Literally. We get a 7th round pick back. Actually now it doesn't even matter. We get a 7th round pick back. So if he doesn't turn out to be well, we just lost the 5th. We just basically lost the round. So it's not that big of a deal. And also he's a restricted free agent, meaning that if we don't re-sign him after this year, we get compensatory picks. So we don't lose in this situation. It's literally impossible for us to lose in that situation. So no Gronk, no Howard. You know what's crazy? They said the same thing when Gronk got hurt and he did win the Super Bowl. We did win the Super Bowl without Gronk. It's funny. We did win the Super Bowl without Gronk. Against the Falcons. Remember that 23? No Gronk? Almost no Gronk, no hardware. But we won the Super Bowl without Gronk. That's interesting. Can't lose when you have to go. I don't know who Tim Brady is. Did you win last year? No, we didn't win last year. When was the last time you went to the playoffs? So back quarterback? Yeah. Well, he was a starter this year. He started for the first 2 weeks. So technically he's a starter. But when the last time I went to the playoffs, though? Please, let's talk about it. Let's talk about your last time I went to the playoffs. Let's talk about that. You want to keep asking me questions? I'm asking you a question. When the last time I went to the playoffs? Let me know when the last time I went to the playoffs, man. And last time y'all won. Oh, now you want to talk about next week? Nah, let's talk about the past. We want to talk about the past. Let's talk about the past. I ain't talking about the past. Let's talk about the past. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Oh, I ain't triggered. Believe that, I ain't triggered. He asked the question. I just asked the question back. I can't interact with my subscribers. I can't talk back with them. Cool. I can't talk back. I just asked the question. I just want to know. Brady. Believe me, I'm a Pats fan. Our last playoff game, we lost that backup quarterback. Started now. Pats 1-2. Yep. Never cheat to win. Not trying. You sound stupid. Who you talking about, me or him? Yeah. But we'll be good. Patriots go to Chirac to play the shit. He said Chirac. Hey. Hey, I can't. Hey, I wasn't expecting that. When we play the Bears, lose. I mean, I thought it was gonna be kind of a hard fought win, but now they got Khalil Mack. Ooh, yikes! They got Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack kind of looking at over there. Answers yourself's question. Facts. You know, I like to interact with my subs. You know what I'm saying? Been a Dime fans ever since I found it. Wow. Ooh. You seen Bill's face when he walked off? Oh yeah, he was pissed off. I saw that too. They was like, oh, they was like, this is gonna be a braceful hug. I was like, oh no, Belichick about to be out of there. Bruh, who is Tim Brady? Who is this Tim Brady? I know Thomas Edward Brady. Yeah, my man was pissed though. Yo, I don't know what's up with Bill Belichick. I think he came into this game not really wanting to coach because like he came out and was like pissed off, like, and then he just left pissed off, like. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what he's doing. Yo, Sonny can't be no right. That's another thing too. So why do you force him the football? Who is Tim Brady? Who is Tim Brady? Like this is the new thing, Tim Brady. Bill Matt Tom. Hey, probably Tom was like, man, I want to hear this. I want to hear this. But man, just being the past. Hey, fans, want to put some money on that? Put some money on that. Hey, Carl, for not high found us kid. Exactly, facts. Carl, not high. F Tim Brady. We need Tom Brady. Exactly. I don't know who this Tim Brady is, but Tom Brady needs to show up. Tim Brady's the best number. So hey, he ain't looking like it. How did we make Burkhead a slot receiver? Because I'd rather have James White being a slot receiver. Burkhead, he's a trash. Bill's going towards the Pats. Interesting. Patriots looking like a free W. Free W. I like free stuff. I like free dubs. I like free stuff. We had the highlights. I guess you can call them lowlights. Patriots only beat an 0-3 team. Yeah, so, that's what it is, man. You only play who's in front of you. Remember when we had an 0-4 start and we won the Super Bowl? Patriots should be alright. Yeah, we should be alright, JB. Maybe see. He's like, okay. Just wait till Gordon and Edelman on the field. Exactly. That's why I'm not panicking. When we get to like week 6, that's when we start talking. Hey, you may be on to something. You know what's crazy? Give Dance a chance. I'm good. I'm good love, enjoy. You know what's crazy though about that, Don? Exactly. We didn't have Trey Flowers, our top pass rusher, Patrick Chung, who everybody slanders, and I always say he might not do the best job, but I'm telling you, he's way better than a lot of things out there. You see the difference in Patrick Chung. We had Deron Harmon out there in the Patrick Chung role. Didn't look too good. Looked like trash. And I hate to say this because I somewhat know him. Looked like trash today. Him, Cyrus Jones in there at times. Trash. What kills me is that you guys are waiting on Josh Gordon when the defense is the problem. I've been saying Josh Gordon could help the defense in ways, and this is what I mean by the Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon could help the defense in ways of pretty much doing today, where pretty much we can not go 3 and fucking out all the time, where we can have a threat that Gronk doesn't get double teamed in the red zone. He can help the defense by scoring more points. That's why I think he can help the defense. No one is waiting on Josh Gordon. We just saying we want to know exactly. Offense just needs to get on right motions. That's why we're not good. Hightower in slow motion. Hightower been in slow motion. Hightower been a turtle. He been a turtle since Bama. That boy been a turtle since Bama. Mark, who is Lamar? Yeah, who is that? It sounds like a receiver. It sounds like a fire receiver, actually. It's just trade player to Browns. Hey, man. It won't matter what he does regardless. Y'all gonna get smacked regardless. You can't place a wager on that. Dolphins game. Right now on stream. You got a Twitter? Because I will gladly put $20 on that game next week. $20. $20. I like paying over pay. Hey, Dolphins game, $20. $20 on this game next week. Dang right, kid. I'm always ready to gamble. Alvin Kamara, side note, I didn't mean to get away from this, but Alvin Kamara, Drew Brees cost me $75. Should have gave the ball back to Alvin Kamara. Could have won a lot more money on FanDuel, but it's all good. But, yeah. The game. When is the game happening? 1 o'clock Sunday. Need 20 for it. I'm in college too. You see this room? I'm in college too. I need $20. That's what I need your 20. I didn't Brady check on Dorsett when he was down on the field. He checked on. Look at kid. He trying to get somebody. I think he's right. Is it in New England? No, it's in New England. It's in New England, bro. We back at home. We was home, away, home. So we back at home. Then I think next week for the Colts, we are on the road again. So that's what it is. Oh man, y'all funny tonight. Y'all hilarious. Y'all hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. Let's see. Well, I'm a Pats fan, so that's it. Of course. course. Always down for my squad. Can't always gotta say. Always think we're gonna win. Y'all trash too. That's funny. It was on the state. Did you? Oh man. Oh, we are home. Oh, and it's a Thursday night game. Oh, even better. Even better. Y'all hear that wash machine? Oh yeah. Another side note. So this defense, right? We gonna have 12 men on the field though. Like I think it was right after another flag. I think it was offside or something. We did something stupid, and we had 12 men on the field right after that. Really? Really? Skip! Ain't no skip, boy. It's NFL. NFL or college. Ryan Tannehill is gonna beat Brady in Foxborough. LMAO. That's funny. That is funny. But I don't know what we're gonna have to do. Things gotta be made, man. I believe Belichick, and I gotta look this up. I'm thinking it's not Belichick, it's more so Robert Flores. But I always say Belichick because he's always the mastermind of it, and he's pretty much calling the plays. We gotta get better on defense. Literally, that's all there really is to it. Just get better on defense, man. Because shit, it's giving Tom Brady my goats. Big facts, big facts, big facts. Josh Gordon's going to learn the offense this week. He is not going to learn the offense this week. I tell you, he is not going to learn the offense this week. The whole offense, he is not going to learn the offense. Yo, don't get triggered by this Dolphins fan, man. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's laughable. It's laughable. It's funny. It really is funny. But yeah, man. Next week we play the Dolphins. That's gonna be the next shit. Oh, that's crazy. Kid, you got a burner account, kid? He sounded just like you, kid. Hold on. Hey, kid, you got a burner? I know this your burner account. This gotta be your burner YouTube account. This gotta be your burner YouTube account. You got 2 different pages? You got 2 different windows? Cause he sounds just like you. Kid got a burner. That's crazy. That's tough, kid. That's tough. Gilmore is trash. He wasn't trash. He gave it wasn't even his fault really on the play. He thought he had over the top help. Deron Harmon was looking in the backfield looking for the run. And literally, if you watch the replay, Marvin Jones went right past him to go behind him. It's not on stuff like Gilmore. If you think you're going to have over the top help, you're not going to be as aggressive as you are. Like, okay, he got me over the top. When I get beat, I'm good. And Deron Harmon's looking in the backfield for the run on a play action. And he ran right in front of him. That's not on Gilmore. It's not on Gilmore. So next week we play the Dolphins. Xavier Howard, he's a pretty good corner. Rashad Jones, good safety. They don't have Kiko Alonso. Actually, they do have Kiko Alonso. I mean, that defense is alright. The defense is cool. It's not like, play Chicago or somebody, but the defense is nice, straight, respectable. Their offense, who on these 2 names? Exactly. Told you, bro. Kid got a burner account, man. I swear. Look. Okay, got it. Look. You see how Kid was the type before? He forgot. I wonder if you Pats fans gonna stay like, Yo, I swear to goodness, I've seen Kid tweet that exact same quote. Like, no BS. I swear I see Kid tweet that. Yo, I need to look at some IP addresses. Hey, who know how to hack IP addresses? Your team has won 3 games. Who are they? Yo, hey Kid, hey, I'm gonna need you to type right now. Kid, I don't need you. I'm looking at it. See now he's typing. Look at it now he's typing. Yo, famous. I'm telling you, that's Kid's account. Kid created a burner account, bro. What's next? He gonna create another. He gonna create a Colts account. He probably got a Colts account waiting for week 5 for me and Don. I'm gonna talk to Don about this stuff. We might do that's a Thursday night too. Hey Don, you down for maybe a duo stream, potentially Thursday night game? We'll talk about it later in DMs. But next week we got to worry about the Dolphins, man. They had a lot of trickeration today. They ran, that special play that the Browns ran, that the Eagles ran, the Philly special. They ran that. I've seen that a couple, 2-3 times, and I tweeted this out too. That I'm not a Pats fan anymore. Oh well, sorry to hear that. Belichick tossed the ball to Patriots. I literally feel like that's what he did. Literally, I feel like Belichick was just like, here, get your first one. But I know you were just joking, but literally, so we got to worry about But what I said earlier was it was like it's been like 3, 4 teams that try to do that little Philly special, or it's not really Philly special because we did that like years ago, and then Philly did that in the Super Bowl. So I seen like 3 teams do that this year, and I feel like that might be this year's Wildcat, where every team has that in their playbook. So we got to worry about the 2 speedsters, Grant and what you call it? What's the other guy? Can't remember his other name. Grant and Drake, K and Drake. I was trying to think of it. So we gotta worry about those 2 guys. They have Kenny Stills. They have Danny Amendola, playoff Dola, pretty good. Ryan Tannehill, and again, I think what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to have the same game plan as Jacksonville, where we're pretty much going to say Tannehill's going to have to beat us, have to throw the game of his career, which, knowing Tannehill, he probably can do that, looking like how Blake Bortles looked the game of his career with our defense. We make our defense look like God. One thing with Josh Gordon, I think Josh Gordon is a good addition to the squad. Hopefully, he just provides some red zone presence so Gronk doesn't get double teamed every single play like if you saw today. More so ready for Element. Look at this. He named the only other person. Exactly. You guys was waiting for. Yo, I'm telling you, that's Kid's account. Look, you notice how Kid hasn't said anything since we started calling him out, right? He's like sporadic now. Yo, Kid. Hey, Kid caught, man. Kid caught, man. Can't hide the burner accounts for us. Bruh, Kid. Your burner account. But yeah, we're going 31 minutes. Facts. See? Kid got a burner. KDG does not. Kid the burner. Kid the burner. Kid got burner accounts. Oof. That's crazy. That's tough. But yeah, man. Pretty much nothing else to talk about. I mean, I'll just take a couple more questions. We'll ride out for about 2-3 more minutes, and then I'm gonna head out. Kid and James again. If the Pats miss the playoffs, I don't know if I can be. Nah, just stop it. My first time here, I'm looking up highlights and you popped up, so I joined. Appreciate you joining, man. And again, if you appreciate you joining. And Kid, again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on all your burner accounts. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, man, Dolphins game, please be here next week because I will be doing the same thing I do for every week. I do the first half highlights. Well, I typically I might do a pregame. I probably won't do a pregame, but I do the injury reports. Typically, that's what I'm going to do. I guess they'll be considered my pregame. Injury reports, if they're pretty big, pretty noticeable names, just like how this week we had Trey Flowers and Patrick Chung. Hope you guys enjoyed losing, so I didn't know. Yeah, man. Kid, burn account. So, every week what I do is I do the first half highlights just in case you missed the first half or, you want to go back and see some of your first half highlights. I do that. I do a full game highlight / do a stream. I try to do both of those kind of simultaneously. So that's why you kind of see me right now. Look at the info highlights and he was not recommend. I appreciate it, man. That means, all right. Be sure to recommend other people to the channel, man, especially Patriot fans. Cause I'm pretty sure you're a Dolphins fan. You can go ahead and troll other Patriot fans. Be like, hey, since you're a Patriot fan, go check out this guy's channel. Yeah, it was actually Tim. He changed his name at the time. I know who Tim Brady is. I'm trolling. Are you mad or not? I don't know, man. I know. I know it was the whole time trolling. You gotta laugh, man, because this game just wasn't fun. This game wasn't fun, man. It was a pitiful game. So, in review, last questions come in before I do my last pretty much review. I typically do these grades throughout positions, but if you want the grades, here we go. Quarterback, F, shitty performance. Running backs, F, garbage. Wide receivers, F. Tight ends, Gronkowski, Dwayne Allen, B-. Offensive line, C. Defensive line, F. Linebackers, D- because Bentley got the pick. Secondary, F. Pretty much it. Special teams, A-. Good job. Got to do better on special teams. But yeah, Hey, Dolphins. Again, like I said, all jokes aside, man. It's I'm a chill back person. Appreciate that. Be sure to go ahead and subscribe to KDG Pack Attack. He does Packer videos. Be sure to subscribe to Colts Talk. He does Colts videos. And then we have a Fade podcast where we do a podcast pretty much just like this every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time, man. And you can come in and you can troll. You can even troll Talk Sports there, man. We love to have you over there. Be sure to tell all your friends about that. Actually, just whenever this video is over, and let me go ahead and change that because I don't know why when you stream from your phone, like your automatic description isn't in there. So I had to go in there after it's over, but I think I can do it right now actually. I think I can do it right now. Hold on. I'm just looking at it right now because if I can do that right now, so if I can do that right now, go ahead and check out. Yeah. Go ahead and check out the links in the description. Make sure they are good. Well, yeah, man, it's pretty much it, man. Team play like trash. We gotta do better. He sounds like the pocket ready for him, man. Hey, we'll see. Am I the only Pats fan in the chat? You are not the only Pats fan in the chat, man. So, pretty much summarize this game. Play like shit. Play like trash. Pitiful. Back-to-back weeks. Again, similar to, I would say, not the Dolphins getting the Chiefs game. It's not that on that point in terms of 2014 where we just looked pitiful. It's not that point, but it's pretty close to that. So next week will kind of tell us how we're going to look. These next couple of weeks will kind of tell us how we look. I'll give us 3 weeks. Depending on how we look in 3 weeks, that determines if we hit the panic button or not. So Patriots, you got 3 weeks with me. You got 3 weeks before we decide if we're going to hit the panic button or not. We got next week against the Dolphins. That's at home. That'll be, we can potentially go 1-3, 2-2. Then we have the Colts on Thursday. That's when Element can return. And then the week after that, we have, whatchamacallit? God, I can't think right now. My brain is mush. And after that, we have the Chiefs on Sunday night, and that's going to be a good game. It's going to be in New England. We're in New England for 3 straight weeks. Wow, we don't have to leave for about a month. That's pretty good. But so yeah, and so that's going to be a good one because that's going to determine our defense is going to get shredded that game probably. Jesus Christ, our defense is going to get shredded. So yeah, and the reason why I'm gonna give us until then is because again the Dolphins division opponent. Colts is on a Thursday night. I really don't like to take those Thursday night games that serious because it's a short week. Anything can happen. That's when upsets typically happen. And then the Chiefs. Though that's the team right now. The Chiefs so far are looking like the team that's going to stand in our way outside of us. The Chiefs. Not the Steelers, the Chiefs. And usually I don't take the Chiefs seriously because they just always mess up in the playoffs. And they always look good in the regular season. But I just want to see but in years past, their offense hasn't looked this deadly before. The offense never looked this deadly. So yeah. So I'm gonna give them about a month. They have about a little less than a month, 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and then we decide if we're gonna hit the panic button, depending on how we're looking those 3 weeks. And after that, we got the Bears. That should be interesting. The Bills should be an interesting game. That's on Monday night, and then we have the Packers. That Packer game is gonna be interesting too, depending on everything falls out, but. That's going to be it, man. It is almost midnight, man. Wow. We've been going live for about 40 minutes, man. That's crazy. But I appreciate all the comments, all the trolls coming through, man, all the questions. Like to talk in. Be sure to check the description below. If the channels aren't in there, it'll be up there as soon as the stream ends. So be sure to come back for that. And check out all the highlights on my channel, man. Like I said, we got the Josh Gordon highlights, past fans. Yeah, go ahead and study, man, because I got to do the same thing, man. So, yeah, we got Josh Gordon highlights. We got Patriot highlights every week, man. But yeah, please sure to check out all the highlights, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Again, appreciate everybody coming through. See you, chat. Realist signing out. All right, y'all. Catch y'all later, man. Peace.